I'm Michelle Hartlove. I am the Executive Director of the Prevention of Blindness Society of Metropolitan Washington. The Prevention of Blindness Society was founded in 1936.
My name is Gloria Butland, and in 1999, I was asked to help for a gala just like tonight, and I said yes, and I didn't know what Dr. Simons meant for me to do. I thought he meant for me to maybe stuff some envelopes, so I said yes. And then when I came down to see him, he said, "We don't need you to stuff envelopes. We need you to get stuff for the gala to put on the auction table." So I didn't know any better, and I said, "Well, that's all right. I'll see what I can do," because I was an office person, a desk person all my life. So I lived close to Georgetown, and I went up and down in these places, restaurants and a bank and a beauty shop and many other places. And I asked them for an item to be auctioned, and almost 100% of them gave me something. And I thought, well, gee, this is a new career, because I'd never done this before and I didn't know how to do it. But evidently I was doing something right, because I got so many items for the auction, so many so that I got a call about a week later from the newly elected executive director, Michelle Hartlove, and she said, "We'd like you to be on the board." And I said, "Well, let me think about it." So I went to called my brother, who is an oral surgeon, and he has always given me some good advice. And he said, "Sis, if you do that, you're just going to have to work hard." And boy, was he right. He was really right, because ever since I've been working hard. I don't use equipment because I'm sight impaired, so I have to do everything by letter writing. And I always put in my letters, and I'm 97% successful with what I get. If you don't have your eyesight, you don't have very much. Thank you.
My name is Barbara Terrace, and I have been working for POB for 27 years. I am the director and of the Eyeglass Clinic, and it's my program that I started many years ago. The Glasses program has come a very long way and helped a lot of people, because we're the only organization that offers eyeglasses at a reasonable price, and we do help tons of people, and it has just grown tremendously. As you know, it's now 5 days a week, and there's 4 of us working there. So it's come a long way from when I started upstairs in the conference room.
I'm Jack Glenn. I'm on the Emeritus Board of Prevention of Blindness. I'm very privileged to be a member. I have long and fruitful memories of serving on the board and getting to know many people, Alan Beach and others. I'm looking forward to attending the 100th anniversary as well, with a little bit of luck and a little bit of foresight. That's a pun.
During the past more than 20 years, I'm glad to say that the Society has been able to move forward because of their foresight and their desire to want to grow the community beyond even the initial mission statement, which was to include all people, including those who have already lost their vision, and really wanted to be able to readjust. And Prevention of Blindness provided a place that through many of the groups that we have and programs that we run, to make the idea of vision loss not quite as scary as it is for many people.
And I look forward to continuing the affiliation with the Society and continuing to grow this program by establishing a larger cadre of screeners to help out in the screening program.
One of the things Larry and I have talked about, and this is sort of a interesting dynamic is you go into people's homes and you take their possessions away. And all these possessions have stories. And many of these people they go from prominent to just everyday people, working class people, but everybody has a story. And I think Larry and I have both demonstrated over the years our willingness to listen to people and tell us exactly what their possessions mean. And you really bond with them. And it's one of the more interesting parts of the job.
Yeah, we deal with a lot of estates, so we're constantly dealing with people who, somebody in the family, like the parents, have passed away, and you're dealing with the children, and they're passing on the house they grew up in and the stuff they grew up with. And sometimes it's very emotional. I've learned to sort of be a grief counselor with a lot of people. And I was in my 30s when I started, and I'm going to be 60 next month, and now I'm like looking at them, they're all the same age as me.
My greatest hope is for the future is that we got our Massachusetts Avenue property renovated and going as a great concern, because I think that will add a lot to the programs and what we can do as a society and what we can do to prevent blindness in the metropolitan area.
Well, I certainly hope that the move to the new building will be successful, and that you'll be able to consolidate some of the work and some of the different facilities we have into that operation, and give you the ability to carry on with the programs you have, and perhaps add some new ones as they would become appropriate.
I agree with Vic. I think the society certainly has grown tremendously from 1964 when I first came to it, and I hope it continues.
My hope for POB is that, and I'm sure I'm very hopeful, I'm very optimistic. First of all, POB, Prevention of Blindness Society, has a strong financial base, which is, of course, one thing that's vitally important for the future. And secondly, has a talented executive director, okay, who understands and carries on the mission and the goals of the society. And the third thing is, as we age, the need for vision care and the concern about vision problems is going to continue and expand. And an agency like Prevention of Blindness has an absolutely vital part to play in providing information on how to deal with eye problems, how to avoid eye problems, how to maintain your sight as best as you can for your entire life. So for me, there is no question that the cause is going to be there. The cause is still going to be there, especially as we continue to age and get older and older generally. And with good leadership of the board, of the executive director, a good financial support with the antique shop especially, I think it has a very, very bright future. It would be wonderful if there were no vision problems, and it would be wonderful if there were no need for Prevention of Blindness Society. But that's not going to happen. There will continue to be need for the services provided.